Hello, welcome to Q&Andy. What do we got, producer Mike?
Just a reminder, go to servedpodcast.com or send an email to askandy@servedpodcast.com, and we will get your questions into the show because this is a fan Q&A show, hence the name Q&Andy.
As Michael Cera once said to Jonah Hill, it's a maybe. I don't know. We just have so much.
Send us your videos. We like to see your faces.
We just have so much stuff going on. Who can tell?
Well, first question we have is from Kieran.
Hey, Serve team, been listening and watching for a couple years now and absolutely love the podcast. Keep up the good work. Andy, from a player's perspective, what are some things about the atmosphere at Indian Wells that make it special compared to other tournaments on tour?
It's like a nice happy festival, right? Like it's not as intense as like you're not getting the slam pressure, right? It's played over like 11 days. I wouldn't say that it's the loudest tournament on tour. But it's a great destination event. Like you have people that come from kind of all over. It hits some people on spring break. Some sessions are full, some are, kind of the late arriving crowd. It's a little bit more of a casual win than a lot of the tournaments. But it's as far as like a tournament executing, they have been the leader in great restaurants. The ability to watch practices up close, the ability to see players warm up, access to players and viewing it. It's not all happening in tunnels underground, right? There's places where you can stand outside of the designated areas and see, like you're more likely to see Alcaraz go play a pickup soccer game and then go practice for an hour. And so the connectivity to the players, I think, is maybe second to none.
That's cool. Well, speaking of Tennis Paradise and the experience, we have a question from Sarah. What is your favorite restaurant at Indian Wells or in Palm Springs?
Ooh, LG's, my boy.
Yeah?
A pretty good steakhouse there. Used to go to the Beer Hunter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I don't want to brag.
Yeah.
But I think I still might hold the Papa Shot record at the Beer Hunter if it's still there. At least I did. That's it. Basically, I just wanted to talk about Papa Shot.
We have a Papa Shot here. You don't have a record on that yet.
Yeah, not that you know about.
So the conclusion's Beer Hunter. Everybody should go to Beer Hunter.
Beer Hunter. God forbid, like I haven't, it's show my that I'm not at these places all the time now because they're gonna be like, Beer Hunter went out of business.
It's closed.
Is it really?
It's closed.
So don't go there.
Closed in 2024.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
No.
But that place is great. I don't know why it closed. Probably because
I'm really annoyed we couldn't get your Papa Shot though.
Yeah.
I wish we would have known.
Well, forever. Can't prove that I don't have it. Here we are.
I guess we'll have to get out there.
There's an Italian joint up the road. I got to remember these places. Oh, and the Mexican joint at La Quinta is insane.
Yeah.
Like really, really good. And you're going to see like a top 5 player having like a margarita potentially.
Well, hopefully not.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they have a day off.
Yeah. Well, a little judgy, but okay. What's next?
Next question we have is from Robin. She asked, what is your favorite memory from the tournament?
Oh, gosh. Favorite memory from the tournament. This one I can't get over. Like maybe one of the losses that bothers me the most outside of like Wimbledon is I'd won every tournament in North America and I just wanted to win Indian Wells. I always played well at Indian Wells. Lost to Ljubicic in the final. And it was like the opposite of the day where you feel like maybe you win when you shouldn't. He came up with some shots, hit some big points, like served me out of the gym. I thought I was playing really well. And then I won Miami, so I could have actually won that double up, which is not easy. So I regret that. But you asked about good memories. It's like the happiest tournament ever. Marty and I accidentally won doubles one time.
Oh yeah.
Which was fun. I remember I lost in the semis to Rafa. Lost to him, like, not fun. Outside of clay, the way the ball travels there, like, I go into that match against Rafa on, like, that slow, high-bouncing court where it's, like, light air and his ball's bouncing. I didn't feel great about that ever. That's not the one. That's not very fun. No. But lose to him, go in the locker room. We have to play the doubles final, like, an hour later. And Marty and I beat Gasquet Wawrinka. We had beaten Del Potro and Nalbandian. Like, we were just kind of Rip City having fun, like not thinking about it too much. And we find ourselves in the final, lose to Rafa. And Marty's like, okay, man, you ready? Let's go. I go, how much we get if we win this? And he said the number. I was like, no shit. All right, well, and so we went out and won doubles.
That's great.
Yep.
So next up, Indian Wells is notorious for its court conditions. How do you play against a third opponent, the wind? What were the worst conditions you ever played in?
Wind is rough. I actually liked playing in the wind because I didn't have a high toss on my serve. So there wasn't as much that could go wrong. I didn't have like these huge takebacks on, like as bad as my backhand was, it was short by the end of my career. The biggest thing that doesn't get talked about with conditions there is you can get some nights. It's a desert, right? So you'll get nights that are like 55 degrees. The ball doesn't go anywhere at night because the ball fluffs up. But then you get a 90-degree day and the thing's like, it's like a bouncy ball that you would win in like one of those claw machines when you're a kid. Like it bounces everywhere. So I think the hardest thing to adjust for is like racket tension based on weather. The wind is fine. Remember, the stadium court there is sunken. So it does mitigate the wind a little more. The outside courts are a nightmare, and I didn't have to actually play out there too much. So we got, the softer version of wind, but the way that court plays differently based on, so again, I said this last week, but just for those who didn't listen, the court there is like if you rub your hand across sandpaper, not quite that extreme, but like it has that effect. Now, if you rubbed a ball on that for a while, the ball would fluff up because of that interaction with the sandpaper. Whereas this table is very smooth. The top of your iPhone cover is smooth. The ball shoots through there. The ball won't fluff up because it's not getting any grittiness in it. Indian Wells is probably the grittiest tournament on tour. Is offset by thin air, so the ball wants to travel through the air, but then it gets offset by the gritty court. Apparently the balls are fucking terrible, and so who knows? I don't know.
Well, that's funny you say that way because speaking of bad conditions, Taylor Fritz was on Twitch, which is a place where video gamers stream. I don't know if you knew that.
Okay.
He was on Twitch playing some video game. So when you hear this clip, that's the background noise that you're going to hear while Taylor Fritz talks about the ball conditions because they switched from Penn to Dunlop this year. And so Taylor Fritz was asked by a fellow
I have a question.
Gamer.
So he was recording himself on...
You're about to see. Okay. Yeah. He's recording himself playing video games.
But if you play with the Dunlop balls on a slow court, it's fucking miserable. They get this big instantly. And like I said, the quality of that ball has gotten so bad over the years. Like they used to not do that. And like now they do. I think they still feel the same when they're new. Like the feel of the ball is pretty similar. But they just used to not like blow up the way they've been like blowing up like so quickly. They need to like, we need to switch to like ball changes on like, honestly, 7 and 9 is like, it's just too long. Like I'm sitting here like looking at the ball like the other night, looking at the ball at like 3-all in the first set. Just like, how is this like, how are we playing with this right now? Like, how are we playing professional tennis with like the ball at like, it's ridiculous.
So I mean, my question to that is,
I have so many questions.
I
have so many questions. Just a casual video game tank.
Just a black tank.
Just going black tank top while gaming
in like a windowless room. Just it's where Morgan stuck him.
God.
But my question is, if this is an issue there, right? You talked about the ball blowing up, and I think if it's a Penn ball or a Dunlop ball, given the court surface, why not just change the ball every serve? Why can't a guy say, I want a new ball, a completely new can of balls every single time they serve?
I'll get to that.
Yeah.
I have more questions. So is he recording himself playing the game? How do we get that audio of him casually just joysticking?
You can just go on Twitch and watch him play and like.
What do you mean?
Be in the chat.
So he turns it on and people go on just to watch him play video games?
Uh-huh.
So it's like the Substack we do, except he's just ripping video games.
Yeah.
How long does he play for?
I don't know. I've never watched it. An hour maybe? I don't know.
Does he wear the tank top to keep the arms free to like, does he have to joystick? Is it joystick? Do people still have joysticks?
Yeah.
I have so many questions. So someone else is going on to ask him about.
This is where this would devolve to.
Someone else is going on to watch him play tennis, and that person is also asking him about Dunlop balls at Indian Wells?
But they're watching him play some fantasy video game, hence the sound effects. But then they are also curious about his profession.
Man, fame is super siloed now, isn't it? Like, it's like he's my favorite tennis player who also plays on Twitch.
I mean, He's got it figured out.
He does have it figured out. I'm not asking. I'm asking because I'm learning. I do like the black video game tank top is like a whole nother.
I know. I feel like I should start wearing that for the show.
For sure he has slides with socks on with that top, right?
100%.
100%, right?
Well, he might actually have those like bear claw slippers on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's a mesh short.
With mesh shorts.
Like he's
wearing Umbros maybe.
I don't want to tell him what his next level is on his own Twitch thing.
Yeah.
Just saying, you go black tank. If you could somehow get a cargo mesh short with a high sock and a slide.
It's 100% a Boss tank. You know it's a Boss tank, dude. That's a high quality tank.
It's a great tank. What was the question?
Well, so why not just have, like in baseball, right? If the pitcher's like, I want a new ball, boom, new ball. Why can't you just get new balls whenever you want them? Why?
Because Dunlop was contracted to supply X amount of balls. You're going to double their expenses in their contract?
I mean, yes.
Okay. Make that real with a legal
I
document.
mean, stop with your logic. I'm just curious.
Sorry. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, do it. Pew, pew, pew. More balls. Pew, 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 pew. Is that how we do it?
Is that your answer?
Well, that you said stop with your reasons, so I went to pew, pew. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they contracted a certain number of balls per tournament. If all of us, like you're literally saying, why can't we just do it every 3 or 4 games? Because it doubles the cost for the supplier. And therefore, you're going to have to reverse something that's been put in ink on the dotted line. Good luck. And then there's no fucking union, so good luck with changing anything ever. It always goes back to the same place. End of rant.
Need to get more players on Twitch. Speaking the truth.
Is that where you? Okay.
Yeah.
That's the takeaway?
Yeah. Next question. Next question is from Ashley. Do you think Indian Wells should be formally introduced as a 5th slam?
No. Why? What's wrong with Indian Wells being a 1,000?
I don't have an answer.
Yeah, I don't there are 4 slams. There are 4 slams. We're going to pigeonhole a slam into March between, no, you can't just make things slams.
Yeah.
Right? Then where does it end?
Where does it end, right?
The next slam that, like, they're going to put $1 billion into the one that's going to be in the Middle East, and is that a slam? Do we have 3 slams in 3 months? Like, where does it end?
Where does it end?
Pew!
So last question we actually have is from Forrest, who asked, what celebrity were you most excited to see in the crowd? And before you answer that, we have a clip, and we're going to show it here. But then the worst part is we're not going to play the answer to this question on this show. We're going to put it in the newsletter.
Oh, you're savage.
This was Megan's idea, so hit her in the comments.
Look at us. We're just...
Yeah, but here's the clip. Here's you meeting a celebrity.
Corporate. Oh, it's my guy.
Yeah. And he's just casually walking over, walks into the stands.
This is at Madison Square Garden. Just playing Fed. Obviously won that match. So to Andy, thanks for being my friend. Ben Stiller.
He shakes your hand. See you later. So yeah. So who's the best celebrity you got to meet? Because it's star-studded. Do you have a good one?
Yeah, I have an experience, but that's a great one.
Do you really?
You ready?
Well, no, we're gonna hold it and we're gonna tape it.
Fuck, man. This is gonna be like, how many? This is gold.
Sign up for go to servepodcast.com.
You are
sign up for the newsletter,
shameless.
and you will get this clip in the newsletter.
Complaints go to producer Mike at
Q&Andy.
All right, I guess that's the end of this show. You don't get to hear my story about how I kicked a table, broke a toenail, and then ran into Ronnie Wood.
Woo.